Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I hope that you're all doing amazingly well today. I hope that you guys are liking these daily uploads because I'm really putting in work over here. But in today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. I did ask you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to review this, and 86% of you said yes. So here we are. So I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial with the palette. I will swatch the entire palette and I will also let you know what I think. And yeah, if you want to see all of that, then just keep on watching. To start off this look, I'm going to be priming my eyes using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0.5. So for the first color, I'm coming in with the shade Big Wig. So to pack on this color, I'm grabbing a JH40 and I'm just going to start packing it on from the inner corner to the outer corner, rounding it out at the outer corner. Once we have the color packed, I'm using the same brush to soften the edges, and as usual, I am going to take it above my natural crease. Since I do have hooded eyes, I need to bring it up a little bit higher so that we can see the eyeshadows that we put in the crease. For the next color, Pinker, I am coming in with a pencil brush. I'm using a Mikasa E310 brush, and I'm just going to basically repeat the same process. I'm just going to pack on this color right up above the first color, and then once the color is nice and packed, I'm going to just soften the edges to make the next color a lot easier for blending. Lastly, I'm taking the color Supreme, and as you guys can see, we are basically going from darkest to lightest to create a gradient right into the crease. And to pack on the shade Supreme, I'm coming in with a Morphe Brushes M507 brush. So now that this color is packed, I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to start blending it out. I'm going to use small circular motions because I don't want this look to be as intense as my other looks. So I want to make sure that I just remain very composed with my movements, and I just want to keep it lower, not as high onto the brow bone area. So now that we have all of these colors down, we're going to start doing a bit of blending. So I like to basically repeat the same process. So we're going to go back to that first color, which was the Big Wig. I'm going to pack on the color. I'm going to do a little bit of blending now with this color. Then I'm coming in with Pinker and I'm doing the same thing, packing it on, blending it out. And then lastly, going back into Supreme, packing on just a little tiny bit more and blending it out. And I just like to repeat this process until I'm happy with the pigmentation and the blend. So now that I'm happy with the pigmentation and the blend, I'm going to move on to cutting the crease. And to cut the crease, I am going to grab another P. Louise eyeshadow base, but this time I'm going to use the shade 0.0, which is just a white eyeshadow base, and that's just going to really make the eyeshadows on the lid pop. So to cut the crease, I am going to be doing my usual trick. Since you guys know that I have very hooded eyes, I am going to apply a little bit of the eyeshadow base first onto my lid. I'm going to pop open my eye, and wherever that primer transfers, that is what I'm going to use as a guide to where I need to cut the crease. Once I have a guide, I am going to come in with a Q-tip and I'm just going to remove all of the extra shadow that we have on the lid, because we want whatever colors we put on there to just really stand out and look nice and clean. So now that I've cleaned off the lid, I'm going to come back in with a little bit more primer, and I did clean my brush since we want the primer to be as white as possible so that every color that we put on the lid really stands out. So for the lid, I'm going to start taking the same colors that we used, but I'm going to start packing them on at an angle. So I'm basically coming in from the outer corner and angling them towards the inner corner. So the first color that I'm going to come in with, again, is going to be Big Wig. And I'm just going to start packing that on from, again, the outer corner to the inner corner at an angle. And then right up above Big Wig, I am going to take pinker, and I'm going to repeat the same process. And then lastly, I am going to grab the lightest shade that we used, which was Supreme, and I'm just applying it at an angle one more time. And for the space that we have left, I am going to come in with Trust Issues. And what I'm going to do now is clean off the edge. So I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm just going to come in at an angle to clean off the edges. For lashes, I'm going to be using these from Republic Glam in the style Dahlia. And for the lower lash line, I am coming back in with Big Wig, and then I'm going to be blending it out using Pinker. I'm coming in with the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm just applying the color Big Wig right on the lower lash line. For the inner corner, I'm coming in with this glitter from ColourPop in the shade Disco Lady. For the waterline, I am coming in with Marc Jacobs Beauty Kohl Pencil in the shade Mist Me. And for mascara, I'm coming in with this brand new mascara from EBATES. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I don't know, I actually don't like the lipstick, but I tried like 5 different lipsticks and I'm tired. It's 4 o'clock in the morning since my birthday. I haven't gone to sleep yet, and I'm just gonna keep this the way it is because I'm way too tired to take it off. But yeah, this is the finished eyeshadow look. I hope that you guys like it. I like it. It's different for sure, and I think it's a really wearable look. But anyway, what I'm gonna do now is show you the swatches of the palette, and then I will be back to just give you my final thoughts. You're just looking for a reason, get mad. Why you out here tweaking like that? Why do you go looking for something? No, I can't even say. Why do I get caught up in all of your selfish games? All you do is hate on me like every single day. All I know is something's gotta change. I don't lose my patience. I don't keep you waiting always. I don't make you crazy, 'cause I'm looking amazing. Yeah. I told you I'm looking amazing. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Pretty girl, Abigail, Fur, pretty girl, Bacon Bear, Bacon Bear, Bacon Bear, pretty girl, curly hair, she wavy, pretty girl, everywhere. I see pretty girls, all across the world. I see pretty girls, everywhere I go. I see pretty girls, all across the world. I see pretty girls, everywhere I go. Pretty girl, look like Kalima, classmate. So those were the swatches. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. But my thoughts on the palette. I honestly think it's a beautiful palette. I love what she did with the packaging. I think it's beautiful. I like the iridescence, like snake print, packaging. And I like the colors that are in the palette. Her goal with the palette was to include as many colors that could be used on darker skin tones, and I think she definitely achieved that goal. So I think the theme is great. I think the colors go really well together. Some people were saying that it's boring. Honestly, I don't think so. I think it's a great palette for daytime. You can also create some gorgeous looks for nighttime. The shimmers in the palette are beautiful, and like always, Anastasia Beverly Hills does not disappoint with her eyeshadows. I have never had an issue with Anastasia's eyeshadows or palettes ever, not even with Subculture. I swear I was so confused when Subculture came out and people were giving it such bad reviews, because I loved it. It had the best pigmentation ever, and I don't know, I just think that Subculture was definitely ahead of its time. Like, it was just way too soon, but that palette is amazing. I still use it to this day and I love it, but definitely a palette ahead of its time. If you guys notice, a lot of the eyeshadows now do have kickback because a lot of them are pure pigment, but again, I haven't had any issues with ABH formulas, and they definitely did not disappoint with this one. The formula was great. I didn't have any issues with blending, with pigmentation, nothing like that. It did have a little bit of kickback, but that's normal with ABH eyeshadows. So yeah, I really don't have anything negative to say about the palette. Anyway, yeah, I think you guys will be really happy with the palette. Like I said, I did use it earlier when I went out to dinner for my birthday, and I did use this palette. I did a different eyeshadow look, just like an easier eyeshadow look, and I ended up using the brown colors from the palette and the gold shimmer right here, and it was beautiful. It looked gorgeous. I didn't have a hard time with it, and I ended up using a MAC paint pot as a primer earlier, and it performed really nicely. So yeah, I don't have anything negative to say. If there's any questions, suggestions, if I forgot anything at all, let me know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget that you can follow us all over social media, especially on Instagram, where I do post a lot of things that you guys will not get to see here. It is at GlitterBeauties, the same way that it's spelled right here. But yeah, if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe before you go. And if you have any suggestions for videos, any challenges that you would like to see me and Lexi doing, definitely let me know, because we're looking to start filming together a lot more like we used to. So yeah, let us know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Pretty girl, curly hair, she wavy, pretty girl, everywhere. I see pretty girl.